Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. Welcome back to Abyss Farms. This is our Goldcrest Valley game that we're playing. And we have to take this straw up here to the farm. Alright, we are back up here at the farm and I'm going to dump this straw over here in the silo. And then we got to go back down and finish that field that we're working on. Get all the straw off it so we can get it sold again. Let's see, we got 14 here is soybeans. We have 13 which is oats. 7 which is soybeans. We got soybeans there. So we got a good amount of money in the ground that we just have to harvest. So that's exciting. We have $263,000 right now. So we are kind of living large, which is wonderful. So we're going to head back down to the field we're working, and I'll see you when I get there. All right, we have started on field 13 here, the oats. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the straw that's here. This is a really large field. So I'll only be able to do a couple lines of straw before I am full. Oh, can I get by this guy? Oh, that was close. You want to be real careful you don't bump your harvester because you'll throw them offline and you'll screw up your whole row that way. You should never do what I just did. You ought to have a one row buffer in between you and your harvester at all times. But it's one of those do what I say, not what I do deals, because I don't listen to my own advice a lot. But that is a smart way to do it, is to have that buffer. Because without that buffer, if you bump that guy, then you have to kind of go back and pick up the little bits that you're going to miss, and it's a pain in the butt. So sometimes it's just smarter to do it right the first time, you know? But I'm the kind of guy that really doesn't have the patience to wait. I kind of want to get it done, so I take unnecessary risks sometimes. And believe me, if this was real life, I would not do that. I would wait. Because these harvesters cost a hell of a lot of money in real life. And if you're talking $300,000 or $400,000 that I spend on something, I'm going to take care of it. And taking care of it means not running into it with my tractor. Where the hell is my harvester at? It's supposed to be coming back the other way. Why would you go way the hell out there to turn? Come on now. Must be one of them union workers. He's milking the clock. Alright, we're going to go ahead and... Do I already have all of this windrow? I think I do. So now we just have to finish getting the rest of that little bit of silage out of there. This is the little bit that was left over that I didn't come back and get with the loading wagon. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab it with the skid steer loader here. I have a bucket on here that can do it if I can get it lined up right. Alright, there we go. Now this doesn't hold a tremendous amount. It holds just under 1,500 liters. So it'll take a couple trips to get it done right, but that's okay. So as a recap, because it's been a day or two since I played this, we have sheep on the farm, a bunch of grass bales for them, and we have chickens at this point, and they're going good. We're going to be working on getting some cows very soon, maybe even this episode if I can get it set up, and I think that'll be it for this farm. No, I'm going to do pigs as well. That's right. So we're going to get pigs before the cows. I think that's what I had decided to... Oh, look at all the damn eggs I have ready. That is awesome. I got to pick those up here in a minute. And I got a bunch of wool ready too. My goodness. What was I doing last time I played this? I didn't get anything done. I am way behind. I was probably goofing off and talking, wasn't I? And not doing what I was supposed to be doing. Like I said, it's been a few days since I played this save, so I don't really recall what I did in the last episode, to be honest with you. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try to pick both of these up at once. Is that doable? That'll save time. Oh, that is doable. Look at that. That is awesome. I'm cheating the system. I love it when a plan comes together. That is awesome. Alright, so that is job done. Now, unfortunately, I can't do that with the eggs. I'm going to have to actually go get those. At some point, I might get the egg pallet and bring up here. You can buy for, I think it's $1,000 at the shop. Oh, I got to give these guys some food, too. You can buy an egg pallet. And you put that in the spot where the eggs come. And you can just take the pallet instead of all the individual boxes. They all kind of stack into the pallet for you. It's really cool. So I might end up doing that at some point. So I can just pick up a pallet of eggs at a time instead of individually. But I'm not in any rush. It's not that big of an issue. I'm going to just drop a whole stack of grass here. Let me make sure. I think this might be too many. Go back over here. Let's see. Drop that. I think I'm going to try to, since there's so much grass on the ground laying there already, I think I'm just going to pick all that up and dump it back in for them and see what that does to it, because there might be enough there to almost fill it. And if I drop all those bales there, then the problem is going to be that when I go to pick up that grass, they're already going to have to be full of food. So no matter what, I'm going to have extra grass. So I'd rather have the extra grass stay in the form of bales than just have it loose laying on the ground. Alright, so let's pick up this mess and put this back in here for them and see what that does. Alright, now we got to go over here and I missed one. Is that good? Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to try to just come over here and push these guys. Can I push them or should I pick them up? I think I better pick them up. I'll just throw them here in the bucket and then take the bucket over and dump it. Now once again, this probably doesn't need saying for most people, but don't do this. Do not throw your eggs in real life. If you have chickens and they lay eggs and you put all your eggs in boxes like this, don't throw them into the bucket because you're going to break your damn eggs. On the game, the eggs don't break. So I can throw them, I can flip them, I can do whatever the hell I want with them. And they are fine. So we'll dump these, and then I got to go pick up that grass, and I just got too much work to do. But that's the way I like it. Oh, come on. I didn't even lift it up. That was dumb. It worked out, though. Alright, that's it. Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I like it to where there's more jobs than time. That way there's always something to do. I don't have to worry about sitting around and doing nothing and being bored. Because this game can do that to you. If you sit around and don't do anything for a while, waiting for a field to get ready or something like that, it can get pretty boring. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. See, I've already got, after dumping the grass that was there, I've already got a full food bar for them. So I have more grass than I can feed them. So I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, put this in my silo, because my silo will take grass. That way it's not laying on the ground there. So that should be our animals sorted out fairly well. I got all the stuff. I got the wool, I got the eggs. I cleaned up the mess in front of the chickens. I cleaned up the mess in front of the sheep. The sheep are full of food. The chickens should be close to full. Let me check. Sheep might need a little bit of water, but that's okay. It's not too bad. I'll leave it. Yeah, the chickens are a little over halfway with the wheat, so I will dump some in there once I harvest some more. Right now I'm doing oats, I believe, over in field 13. But they're not in danger of running out today, so that'll be fine. Alright, we got to get this going. Get the rest of this silage out of here so that I can empty grass in here again. I have grass in my silo because instead of putting the grass from that field back into the bunker silo, I put it in the normal silo because I was thinking maybe I might want to make some hay out of it so that I can make total mix rations for my cows. But I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. I might make silage again. I might make hay. Eventually I'll have to make hay if I want to do total mix rations, or I'll have to buy hay, one of the two. Hay's really easy to make. I might wait until after I harvest the soybeans up here at the main farm, and then I'm going to plant this entire field up here at the main farm with grass. And when I do that, I might, once that grows, make hay out of it. And until then, just go ahead and make silage, because that way I'll have a lot of silage made up, because it takes longer. And one cutting of hay, I can make a hell of a lot of total mix rations out of. I think that's a good plan. So now we're just going to fill this loading wagon back up with straw and get caught up here. And then we will be heading down the road back to the farm to dump it. This map brings back so many memories. I played thousands of hours on Farming Simulator 17 on this map. It was like my favorite game in the world for a long time. I played this pretty much every night. To me, it's almost the perfect game because you can build your own business. I mean, literally you start off with X amount of money and some equipment on New Farmer, or just money on Farm Manager, or start from scratch mode, and you just got to build your own farm and your own business. And you're either successful or you're not successful, depending on what you do. The decisions you make, the things you buy, what you decide to plant, where you decide to sell it, when you decide to sell it. It's brilliant. And I can tell you, if you're looking for a game that is a simulator game and also is kind of a city builder kind of deal, because even though you're not building buildings here, you can put in buildings, and it's the same basic concept. You're managing a farm, you're managing a life. But I can tell you, one thing about video games everybody looks for is playability. They want the hours. You know, somebody will say, oh, this game's amazing. It's got 300 hours worth of gameplay. It's awesome. And basically what that means, come on, I gotta get by here again. Beautiful. Basically what that means is that it'll take you about that long to beat it. And this is a game, I'm telling you, unlimited hours. There is no limit to it. It never ends. You could literally start a farm and play it for years if you wanted to. Every day. As many hours as you want to play it. There is no ending to the game. You're just managing a farm. And you can decide to do anything you want to do. At any point in time, you can sell your fields, you can buy new fields, you can set up animals, you can do anything you want to do here. There's a tremendous mod community to this game. There is a group of people that make mods for it that you can download that are absolutely amazing. And they keep this game fresh and fun. I mean, literally, by the time the next farming simulator comes out, I will still be playing this game. That's the way it is every year. The new one comes out, and the decision has to be made in your mind, do you want to buy the new one yet? Because you're still not done playing the old one. Like when I bought Farming Simulator 19 when it came out, I was excited to buy it because I loved the Farming Simulator games, but I wasn't done with 17 yet. There was still so much left to do. There was still so much I wanted to try and so many different maps to play on that I hadn't got to play on yet. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I'll see you when I get back up to the farm. Alright, we are back here to dump the straw, and I've got to dump it in Boogie because my harvester is almost full. And I have to try to remember what I did with the trailer last time I played. Let me see how much the... Do I have enough for the pig enclosure? The large one's $250. I've got enough to go ahead and buy it. I might go ahead and do that. It'll fit right there. But I want to put it somewhere where it's not too bad. Where it's a little closer to flat. Might be the best I'm going to do. $257. Oh, ooh, that was nice. That's almost flat. Really close. We're going to put it there. Alright, so now we have the pig enclosure. So we need to buy pigs, we need to go ahead and feed them and all that kind of stuff. But I need to figure out what I did with my trailer last episode. I'm always losing it. Alright, I found my trailer. It's down here on this field. I never took it and dumped it yet. I must have left it here at the end of the last episode, and I completely forgot that it was still on the field. So I need to take this up and... Oh, no, wait, this is oats. And I'm doing oats, so I can just go ahead and empty the harvester right into this. That's awesome. So we'll just roll over here to this field and go ahead and get our harvester emptied. That'll work out wonderfully. Alright, here we are, back on to field 13, and we're going to empty this harvester. Can't believe I completely forgot what I did with my trailer. See, that's what happens when you're doing multiple gameplays on different maps like I am. So I'm doing one on No Man's Land, and I'm doing one here. The No Man's Land one I think I'm going to stop because I've done a couple episodes that I haven't put up yet, and when I watch them to edit them, they're just boring as all hell. Because literally all it is just plowing. You know, you're just plowing for an hour. Because I'm trying to make that whole map into one field, and it's not going to work. I can make it into one field, but it's going to be probably, I don't know, 100 episodes, something like that, of plowing, and that's just too much. Nobody's going to want to watch that. So I think I'm going to kill that, and I'll keep doing this one here, Abyss Farms at Goldcrest Valley, because I like this one. And if something new comes along, like a new map that is amazing, if they add something new on a map. Because sometimes maps will give you new crops, sometimes they'll give you all kinds of things. So if there's a map that comes out that has new crops or new animals or something mind-blowing that's completely different, then I might go back to doing 2 again, but it'll have to be something like that. Other than that, I'll just stay here on Goldcrest Valley until this series is done, and then maybe we'll do another map. But it's just too much to do 2 different series like that. And try to remember what the hell you're doing. Alright, we are back up here at the main farm. I decided to go ahead and dump these oats, go ahead and sell them. Even though the trailer's not completely full. Because I only have $18,000 and I want to get some pigs going. I want to get started here. I spent almost all of the money that I had saved up to buy the pig enclosure. And I need some more cash to get these pigs started. So since I have these oats, I'm going to go ahead and sell them because you can't use them for the pigs. You can't really use them for anything other than horses. And I don't really mess with horses that much because they're not a whole lot of fun. So that gave me $57,971 total. $39,290 I got for those oats. So that is awesome. And I still have a lot more stuff to harvest and to sell. So that is cool. But that should be enough to go ahead and get started here. I'm not going to fill the entire enclosure up. But what I'm going to do is maybe buy, I don't know, maybe 10 or something like that. Just to get started. And it won't be as bad to, see, we got pink, white, black and white, and black. We're going to go with the black and white spotted pigs. They look kind of cool. But it won't be as hard to keep up with them if there's not as many of them in the beginning. And they will multiply very quickly. And we're going to end up selling a lot of them. And that's how we're going to make our money off these pigs. So, that and manure. They produce a lot of manure. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Got to go over here and get the water. So I can give them some water real quick. And we'll go ahead and get them set up with everything that they need. And then we will get back to work on the fields. And we've got workers doing the fields right now. But we're going to get behind on the straw by doing this. But that's okay. That's not the end of the world. Because we will catch back up. Alright, so let's give them some water here. They're going to need straw as well, and I got that in the silo already for them. So that is awesome. Okay, so now they're fully filled up with water. Let me grab my other trailer again. And we'll get started filling everything else up. Now what I think I'm going to end up doing is when I harvest crops, I'm going to sell them. And then I will buy what I need to feed my pigs from the Buy Anything mod over here. Because I can buy them a lot cheaper than the price I get for selling them, if that makes sense. I'll make a lot of more money if I go ahead and sell the crops I harvest and just buy what I need from this mod. And right now, money is the name of the game because I want to get cows going too. And cows are incredibly expensive usually. Now there is a new cow mod that I want to check out that is an enclosure for them, which I think might be extremely cool. And we'll see how that goes. It's not as expensive as the regular enclosure for them. And if that works, then it'll make doing cows a lot easier. Let me go ahead and fill up these chickens while I have the wheat. Because they were only about halfway, so that'll get them to where they're full, or close to full. And then we're going to roll over here and empty some more of this wheat into the pig pen. And then we'll go ahead and probably sell the rest back. And we're going to do that for every category that the pigs need. The pigs need The first category is wheat or barley. The second category is going to be canola, sunflowers, or soybeans. The third category is going to be corn. Here, I'll show you. And then potatoes and sugar beets is the last category. I kind of had them out of order, but that's what it is. Now, the potatoes and the sugar beets we're going to have to buy anyway, because I don't have any way to harvest them right now. I have to buy the potato harvester, or I have to buy the sugar beet harvester, both of which are almost $500,000. So I'm in no position to do that yet. So regardless, I'm going to have to buy... I left that right in the damn way, didn't I? Let me back this guy up so that I can empty this. Then we'll go back to our other tractor and go ahead and empty the rest of this wheat into the Buy Anything mod. And we will make back pretty much what we spent, maybe a little bit of extra money. But after using so much of it, we'd probably make back around what we spent. So essentially we were able to fill up the food for our chickens. And I don't remember what I spent on it, but I got almost $14,000 to sell it. So that's good. We'll pay more attention on this one and see what the numbers are. Let's see, we'll do canola. I need that. So we'll go ahead and put that in the trailer. We're going to go ahead and let it fill up, because that way we can kind of gauge what it costs versus what we paid. Okay, so it cost me $21,496 for a trailer load of canola. That's a lot of dough. So we're going to take it over here. We're going to feed the pigs with it. And once we get the pigs fed, we'll bring it back and sell it at the Buy Anything mod and see what we get for it. Most likely we're going to make a little bit of money off each time we do this, which, you know, is cool for me. I'm a big fan of that. I'm kind of hung up here. What did I do? I got myself stuck. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and feed them. It's not going to take a whole lot because I only have 10. Yeah, it only took 30% of the trailer. Still got 70% of it left. So we'll take it back and we'll sell it and see what we make on it. It was 21,000 or 23,000. I don't forgot. I think it was 21,000 and something that we paid for the trailer full. And we used 30% of the trailer full already to feed the pigs. So let's see what we make off this. If we make back what we spent, I'll be very happy. If we make a little bit of money, I'll be ecstatic. I think we'll make a little bit, but we will see. It's looking good for us. $32,376, so we made about $11,000. So we got paid $11,000 to feed our pigs, essentially. Corn is next. We'll fill up the corn. So this is an easy way to make a little bit of cash and feed your pigs for free. And it works for your chickens too, and it'll also work for your cows. Because the Buy Anything mod, you can buy total mixed rations at. So you can fill up a trailer with total mixed rations, you can feed your cows with it, and sell what you don't use back, and get your money back, basically that you spent on the entire trailer, and maybe even make a little bit, which is brilliant. Makes things a lot easier. I have a little bit of a lip here that I'm going to have to smooth out, because it kind of shoots me sideways a little bit each time. Let's see how much of this we use. Alright, we use 30% of that as well. So let's see what I did not pay attention to what the hell I paid for that, did I? Damn it. Oh well, I can already tell you I'm going to make money off of it because I did off the canola. And it's going to be like that for every crop. I wanted to try to give you an idea of what each one would make you, but I keep forgetting or not paying attention to the numbers. So if you're watching this, you can check it and see what we paid for it and what we make for it. It's up in the right hand corner, top right is the number that is my money, so you can see it. So we made $27,595 when we sold it back. So as long as we paid less than that, we made money. Alright, so now we have to do the potatoes or the sugar beets. I'm going to go with potatoes in honor of the Irish blood that I have. I'm a weird mix. I have Cherokee, Blackfoot, Irish, Scottish, a little bit of English, a little bit of German, and I have Viking blood, Norse blood in me from Norway. So I'm a weird combination of bloodlines, and almost every one of them are warriors. I don't have any like pacifist French blood or anything in me, so I was born to be a warrior, I guess. The Viking blood would probably explain why I'm a giant. Now let's see if we have to use 30% of this as well. Yes. So that's probably pretty much what it's going to be all across, is 30% of each. Which doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. That's 10 pigs. Now the way it used to be, the corn used a larger percentage because you needed more corn than anything else. But I guess it's not like that anymore. I never really paid attention, I just kind of feed them. But that should be everything they need except for straw. I still have to give them straw. But once I give them straw, they should be good to go. Because I gave them every kind of food they need and I gave them water. So all they need is straw and they're good. The straw they use is bedding, and if you do not have straw in your enclosure, they will not produce manure for you. They will only produce slurry. And since you want manure and slurry that you can use for fertilizing purposes and to sell, it's a good thing to make sure they have straw. Plus it helps with their reproduction. At least it used to. I don't know if it still does, but it used to help with their reproduction to where they reproduce faster if they have everything that they need, and straw is one of those things. So instead of, well, I was going to say, instead of getting the straw out of the silo, I could just go down and pick it up off the field and empty it. But I might as well go ahead, since I'm here, and go ahead and just give them some straw. Because I have it here in the silo. And I can always just empty what I pick up off the field back into the silo, so it's no big deal. There for a second I was thinking I'd just go pick it up off the field, that way I wouldn't have to get it out of the silo, but it doesn't really matter, because either I'm going to empty it into the silo or I'm going to empty it into the pig pen. Either way I'm going to empty it, so it's not like I'm saving myself anything. Maybe the time of emptying it from the silo into the trailer, but it doesn't really matter. So there we go. There are the pigs. Completely stocked and ready. I got stuck on the damn fence. Come on. I'm the worst at that. I'm forever getting my tractor stuck and rolling it over and all kinds of stuff. Now the funny thing is, in real life, I'm very good on a tractor. I do not get them stuck. I do not crash them. Alright, so that is everything good. In 14 hours and 45 minutes, I will have no, 13 hours and 15 minutes, I will have a new pig. They reproduce every 14 hours, 45 minutes. So that is awesome. So we're going to head back down to the field we're working and grab some straw and probably empty this trailer, or empty the harvester into the trailer rather as well, because I imagine he's about full. My harvester was not completely full yet, so I decided to go ahead and go back and grab my loading wagon. I'm going to try to get the rest of this grass off this field real quick, because it's ready to be mowed again, and that way I can go ahead and pick this up and get it back to the main farm in the silo or the bunker silo, whichever, and go ahead and get mowing this again. Yeah, now my harvester has a nearly full grain tank. It's at 80%, so I'll be able to pick up the rest of this grass before it's done, which is awesome. That'll be done, and we'll be able to go ahead and mow again and pick up another round of grass. Like I said, I'm going to plant that entire field up top with grass, at least the part that I'm not using for my farm, once I harvest the soybeans off of it. That way I won't have to come all the way down here anymore to mow the grass and all that. It'll cut out a lot of travel back and forth, which is better. So I won't spend as much time driving back and forth. I'll be able to spend a lot more time actually doing something productive, which is what I want. I want to streamline this operation. I want to have it moving as efficiently as possible, because time is money. And if I'm spending time traveling back and forth, that is time I could be spending doing something that will make my farm money and make me more successful. I'm hoping I can fit this entire line of grass in here. It's going to be close. I'm in the 80s right now, mid 80s, so we'll see. We're about almost 3/4 of the way down the field, and we are now in the mid 90s. It's going to be really close. I don't think I'm going to get it all, which is disappointing. Yep, damn it. Okay, that means I'm going to have to come back and pick up that little bit and take up to the farm. But that's okay. My other tractor is up at the main farm, but I figured I might go ahead and get this guy working combining this straw. That way I don't have to make as many passes to get caught back up. But first I need to go ahead and empty the harvester. So since I have the tractor right here, I'm going to go ahead and do that. As I said, my other tractor is still up at the other farm. I got to empty that grass yet. But I got a prompt telling me that the harvester was full, so I figured I have this other tractor down here with the windrower, so I might as well windrow this and go ahead and get the harvester unloaded while I'm at it. This episode has absolutely flown by. I just checked OBS and I'm at 55 minutes already on this thing. I don't know what your time is going to say when you watch the video, because that's up to Future James. He cuts out a lot of the travel back and forth between fields and all that kind of stuff. But for me, as I'm playing it, I'm 55 minutes in already. And the Xbox records for an hour, because I have like a couple terabyte drive attached to it just for this purpose, for recording, so I can record up to an hour with it at a time. So basically we will get this guy out of the way and start windrowing this straw up so that it is much easier to pick up I got to dump the grass and then come back down here with the loading wagon so I can pick up straw. So that's what's on the agenda here. I don't know how much of it I will get done because I only have like 4 minutes left, but I'm going to go ahead and get started and call this an episode. And when we come back for the next episode, we will be getting back to work. I also got to pick up those eggs. I got a lot of work to do. So I will see you on the next episode. Once this thing cuts off, I will go ahead and stop it and everything and start a new one. And that'll be the next episode that you see from Abyss Farm. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already. And thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me as I play these games that I love. The main purpose of this channel is for the Staring Into the Abyss radio show and for the Tales from the Abyss TV show that I do, both of them. That's how I make my living. This I do for fun. I really love playing video games. I do it every day regardless, and I figured why not go ahead and record it and put it on the channel, because I only do one radio show a week and I do one TV show every once in a while. So I wanted extra content to put on the channel so that you guys had something to watch all the time. So I figured, what the hell, I'll go ahead and put these games I'm playing anyway up, and y'all can just kind of hang out with me and we can talk and BS and everything, and it would be fun. So if you're enjoying these, thank you for watching them. And until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you. So do I. Bye-bye.